Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I've been getting a lot of requests just in general about more information on skincare. So I've been trying to incorporate more skincare products and my favorites more skincare products pretty much across the board. And I decided just to make my life super easy and I'm going to walk you guys through my current everyday morning routine. It is honestly for me not 30 products, it's only about 7. So this is going to be a much more attainable way for you guys to see my skincare routine without it being completely overboard. So if that's something you're into, make sure to keep on watching and please don't forget to subscribe because I upload 3 times a week. That's going to be the best way to stay up to date on all the fun stuff I'm posting. So if you want to see my everyday morning skincare routine, stay tuned. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take the Me Time Botanicals Sweet Kisses Pomegranate Citrus Mint Lip Treatment. It's basically just a lip oil, and I keep this in my studio all the time, and I find like at least 3 times a day I'm just going in to apply it. Super nice for the lips. They feel a little nourishing, a little tingly, but it really just keeps them nice and hydrated. Now, first thing I do and always is going to be cleansing, which I do in the shower. So today I use the Calendula Deep Cleansing Foaming Face Wash from Kiehl's. You guys will notice I'm down to like here. So we're getting near the end of the bottle. I am obsessed with this just because it is super nice for the skin. It says on the bottle that it is for normal to oily skin. However, this is super hydrating. So if you are dry, you can still use it, but this is a great option if you are normal or combo or oily where you find that you need some extra like protection from getting greasy, but you don't want to sacrifice hydration because you want to be shine free, but you don't want to be dehydrated. Then we're going to go in with the toner, which I'm going to do with you guys here. I am filming today, so I'm going to be focusing a little bit more on oil control than I normally do. If I was just doing my skincare and I was not filming, I would probably skip this toner for a different one, but this is the Bye Bye Pores from IT Cosmetics. It is a pore refining, skin mattifying, skin smoothing toner, and I'm just taking that on a reusable, washable cotton round. I take a little bit there, and I just make sure to concentrate this primarily in the areas of my face where I am a little more oily, and then I will actually end up taking it everywhere else as well. And I just got out of the shower, I just cleansed my skin, but I still see a little bit of debris on there that this did take off, which is why I always say to tone, because even if you think you don't need it, odds are you probably do. Now, I have been hearing a lot recently where about 3 years ago, there was that movement where everyone should be using an essence, and now everybody is saying you can use an essence or a toner. Personally, I find that they do very different things, and I do think you need both. A toner is going to help to seal your pores up after you open them up by washing, and that's how you keep your pores from really getting congested. An essence is really what balances your skin and prepares your skin for skincare, and often will make your skincare a little bit more effective by pairing it with an essence. The essence I'm using is actually a serum essence, so rather than it being another watery type essence, it's going to be the Dior One Essential Skin Boosting Super Serum. It is a detoxifying booster. So while it says it's a serum, I actually find it works more like an essence. Super fragrant, but it is not an artificially fragrant kind of fragrance. It is more of a botanical, so you can really feel that really high luxe feeling. You know how when you use a serum, you want it to feel like it's doing something? With this, it does. And I do love the smell. Now, you guys aren't really seeing it because I'm kind of going one into the next for the sake of the video, but I do usually give myself a minute or 2 for the items to sink into my skin. Now, I have 2 serums in front of me. The first, you guys have heard me talk about a million times. It is the Murad Hydration Revitalixer Recovery Serum. This is a super lightweight, almost oily consistency without being like greasy oily, but like oil, clear serum. It does have a little iridescence to it. I mentioned this in the most recent skincare video I spoke about. And it is anti-pollution, safe for the immediate under eye area. So I do take it all the way into this area. And then I just apply a thin layer everywhere. The Wild Indigo is going to be an anti-inflammatory. So someone like me with rosacea and redness and my skin gets flushed very easily, this does help to keep that redness at bay. And then right on top of that, I do layer my Kiehl's Powerful Strength Line Reducing Concentrate. This is a vitamin C serum, so this is going to basically be smoothing and anti-aging in a bottle. The Murad does do a little bit of anti-aging as well, but it is more a reparative oil and a recovery oil versus this, which is preventative. So I dot it around the face, and then I try not to over apply it. So you guys will know it's actually a Kiehl's technique, believe it or not, that I learned when I was at a seminar with the head of global education for Kiehl's. They do the 3-1-3, which is the perfect amount of moving product around your skin to make sure that you get the serum everywhere, but that you're not just rubbing it right onto your hands and off of your face, because it's expensive. Why would you want to like rub it in too much? Let your skin absorb it. And anything left, I just kind of rub into my hands. Now, this vitamin C serum does also have hyaluronic in it, so it is quite hydrating. So you'll notice I'm using a lot of hydrating ingredients today, so I will be skipping a traditional moisturizer, and you'll see why. But now that I have all my serums on, I'm going to take an oil just to lightly seal everything in and add a little extra hydration, so I don't need a traditional moisturizer. This is the Beauty for Real Skin Revival Organic Hydrate and Glow Oil. This stuff smells amazing, and it is a very lightweight oil. I take about 5 drops into my fingertips, and then what I'll do here is I will just press it onto the skin the same way I apply my Kiehl's Midnight Recovery Concentrate at night. And you'll notice I just pressed it in. I'm not moving it around too much. I am going to grab my Murad Pore and Oil Control Mattifier. This is also my broad spectrum SPF. It's an SPF 45. Even if you're not leaving the house, you should still be putting on SPF. If your windows are open, or even if they're not, there's pollutants and there is, words are hard today, UVA, UVB radiation everywhere. So I'm going to take a tiny bit of my SPF, dot it around my face, and then I'm going to apply it in. This is going to serve as a mattifier. It's going to be a primer for my makeup. It is my SPF. And on top of all of that, it is also a moisturizer. It's like everything in one. And because of the way we put that on, it's going to help to spread that oil over my skin without me basically pulling the oil everywhere. So even though I just put on a mattifying product, you see how there's still a little bit of that glow to the skin? And now that that is in, the last 2 items I'm going to throw on are going to be for my eyes or my under eye. But before that, I am going to take, this is the PMD cleanser that you use for washing your face in the shower. The other side is a vibrating depressurizing tool. So I'm going to turn that on. And what I'm going to do now that I have all of these items in my skin is I'm just going to massage around the skin. This is going to help the skin to absorb all of those great ingredients that we just put on. There are people who like to say to put this on before your moisturizer or before like the Murad. I personally don't find much of a difference when I use it before either of those steps. But this is also vibrating pretty quickly. So in addition to, helping to press those ingredients into my skin, this is also going to break down any, water retention, puffiness in the skin, just to make sure that everything is nice and awakened. And then dropping it to a lower setting, I'm going to take it just under the eye area. I don't want to take a harsh vibration into the immediate eye area. So instead, I'm going to go in super lightly just to depuff. And then for my last 2 products, I'm going to start with the Skin Fix Barrier Lipid Boost 360 Eye Serum. Now, there are so many people I hear who are just using eye creams and they're not using eye serums. And what I basically say is if you'll do a serum for your face and a cream for your face, why wouldn't you do the same for your eyes? So I did take the Murad Revital Elixir Serum up into the under eye area, but this serum's actually 360 safe. So I'm actually taking it all the way around the orbital bone and even onto my eyelid, because this is one of the few eye serums that is safe for the immediate eye area, including the lid. So that's just going to help the eyelids be anti-aged as well. If you use something that's too strong, like putting your face serum on your eyes if it's not eye safe, or if it's meant for the under eye and you put it on the lid, it can actually have the opposite effect and age your skin. And then to seal that in, my moisturizing eye cream is going to be the Earth Harbor Aqua Aura Reparative Eye Cream. I've been using this for about a week and a half now, so I don't know if I love it yet, but it does have a blue tansy oil in it. So it is, ingredient-wise, great for the skin, nice and hydrating. It is also a cleaner, cruelty-free brand that I got in my Bella Beauty skincare box, my Bella Skin box. So I'm going to take a little bit of that just to add some extra moisture to the immediate under eye area. And that is my morning skincare routine. You'll notice that I used something for oily skin, so not inherently glowy, mattifying, and mattifying. But because I paired it with some really great hydrating ingredients as well, my skin still looks glowy. Like I still have a little bit of that healthy shine to the skin. If you notice right here and here next to the high points where I would put highlighter, I have a lot of that glow from within glow going on. And that's because we've strategically used oils, but we're still keeping our grease and our like sebum glands from making us look greasy. So when I put my makeup on, I'm still gonna look healthy and hydrated and glowy and dewy and all of those fun things. However, I am not going to look like an oil slick because again, I did use, especially in my T-zone, those really targeted items for keeping myself nice and dry so that I don't look super greasy. And this is like my go-to routine. The only thing I would probably swap out is if I was going out, because I'm just staying in today, I would probably switch my oil control mattifier for my Skin Defense, the orange SPF from Murad instead, and I would probably switch out this toner for my Ulla Henriksen toner because that one is a little bit more reparative protective, whereas this one is a little bit more for that smoothing effect. And you guys will notice like my pores look smaller than they did when I started, and I have no filter on right now. This isn't edited footage, like you can see everything. I'll zoom you in so you can see my skin up close. Now obviously I do have a blood vessel here that has been popped a long time ago. Like I always have this little red, like I need to get that lasered. A little bit of redness to my cheeks, but that does subside, some beauty marks. But as far as like pores, discoloration, and redness, honestly, I think my skin looks great, especially when I look back at pictures before I was actually taking the time to make my skin look healthy. And I am so much happier with how everything looks, and that is the face. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, as always, give it a thumbs up. Let me know what are some of your favorites in your routine, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.